Patel Electronics presents.
Guys, guess what? We're in production. We got no photos or any proof like we did with the physical game. Distract you. So cringe to the max. Anyone who likes the Amico and wants to buy an Amico, I'm sorry, but you're a fucking idiot. I don't care if you're a collector. Like, don't support this thing. I know there's idiots. And they're all gonna get this thing. It's gonna be valuable. Maybe it will be. The way that this thing can be valuable is if it goes down as the worst console of all time, which it so far is.
What is up, amigos? What is up? Have an Amico Day channel, Tommy Zero. How's it going, bro? He says, Mike Mullis made a stupid statement in a recent live stream also. Which is true, right? I don't know what he said, but, you know, it's gotta be true. Tommy Zero said it. It's gotta be true. It's going great, man. Awesome. You guys, that means you can hear me. Cool. I'm just chilling. I might leave quick, but just wanted to hang out for a second, see what's up. Always looking forward to the Tommy Zero. He didn't know about the wood grain not being a Founders. Yeah, so the wood grain is Founders only, I believe. If they ever come out, right? This guitar is wood grain. This guitar is, it's got wood and it's got vinyl. It's cheap though. It's a Cordoba, which is a pretty good acoustic guitar with nylon strings on it. No, you can order it as normal. Oh, okay. So you don't. Oh, so you don't need to be a founder to get a wood grain. It's a VIP thing, the wood grain. Okay. I see. I mean, wood grain is cool, but don't forget you're matching the wood grain with fucking rainbow LED lights, so you're not matching it with fucking black. You know, I've got a box of marshmallows that is wood grain. Well, the box is wood grain, or the marshmallows are wood grain, or what? The box is wood grain? Wood grain consoles are the best for me. The LEDs are wood grain also. The marshmallows too. Yeah, the marshmallows. I got a game review. You want some? Okay. You remember that scene in The Little Rascals? It was like, talk about something you like. Why don't you talk about something you like? So I tried the VR, the Oculus VR, and I understand people don't like it because of Facebook and Zuckerberg, but I was willing to take a chance, and I played the Star Wars pinball game on it, and it's great. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 game right there. And I think I got it on sale. I don't remember if it was $10 or $20, but it was awesome. The VR headset was $250, and just that game alone, I would say, I would recommend. It would be worth it for me. But I got some other games too. But pinball in Star Wars Pinball by Zen Pinball in VR, good game. And it's not wood grain, but that'd be weird, like a wood grain VR headset, right? I think that's the Earthworm Jim. That's the Earthworm Jim from Game Boy Color, I think, which is Darius Truxton this morning was saying, "Oh, I didn't know there was a fucking Earthworm Jim for Game Boy Color." And that's what it is, I think. Oh, people keep saying I'm very talented. I had to interrupt the song. People keep saying I'm very talented. I don't know about that. There's some trickery going on, and I've been doing it a long time. Amico Day Channel, you are very talented at what you do. I don't know if I'm so talented. You are very talented at what you do, and there's all kinds of people who are talented that don't get recognized, but singers get recognized because I don't know, it hits some kind of an emotional thing. It's the shamanistic thing. I don't know. It's the romance, the drama. So people They like singers. They like the bards. I don't know. It worked for Tommy, right? It worked for Tallarico, right? So, you know. But you've gotten very far, Amico Day Channel. I used to do what you did. I started out trying to be like what you're doing, which is just make little clip videos and stuff, and that's fun. But I went, you know, when I ran out of shit to do, I just went back to what I know, which is just writing shitty songs. So, you know, you gotta get in where you fit in, and unfortunately, this is where I'm fitting in, right? Somewhat. Oh god, do I play more music? Okay. you see the fucking Amico, the UI. There's a lot of reasons why this UI is shit. I mean, Ninja Kitty went over most of them already, right? But how fucking ridiculous that they're just fucking. He put the same game in multiple categories. So right, the same game in multiple categories. It's like when he did his Guinness Book of World Records, he listed the same game for different systems with the same music on it, right? Like when a singer talks about how many albums they made, do they talk about, well, I made it on tape, and I made it on vinyl, and I made it on CD? That's what Tallarico does. I made it on PlayStation 2, I made it on Xbox. Oh, Evel Knievel in the house. What? Evel Knievel is the man. If you sub to me, you definitely want to sub to this guy, Evel Knievel, right here. Because he does a lot of funny parody songs.
I had a video with 1.5 million views. Everyone came to look at my plunger nipples. I promised them that with their Intellivision Amico, I would take a dump on the audience chest. Shut down because you got called out on your bullshit, man. You wanted a fucking church of Amico there, and no one will let you have a church, so they kicked your ass out.
You call people a gaming racist? I'm gonna call you a gaming dictator. Your fragile ego can't take people calling you out on the set. Fuck you.
You're a dingling, you're a dingling. I don't want drama, but you're a dingling.
Could you imagine, like, if, I don't know if he did, I've never been to the forums, I don't really give a fuck about him, but could you imagine, like, Phil Spencer, or, Mark Sardi going, oh, that Pat Panty has pops really ugly piece of shit. I gotta pee.
I gotta pee. I gotta pee.
This is Santa Claus. We don't have any amigos at the North Pole. I farted on Santa's lap. I took a crap on Santa Claus's lap.
Don't want an amigo. I'm going to get Harry's Pizza sent to me directly. Like I'm getting a guy to go to Boston for me to pick it up, dressed as Santa, and he's gonna fart on DJ C's lap. Right? That's what we do, right? I took a crap on Santa Claus's lap.
Here in this video,
Oh, we have a special guest with us today. Didn't know you'd be stopping by.
I'm going to talk about a prophecy that we all waited for a long time. A long time. It is the prophecy of the Intellivision.
Okay, look at those fucking eyes. That man is a fucking stoner, okay? That man is fucking trolling, okay? It's gotta be. Or he was, it's one of two things. Either Francois is fucking trolling and he's just a stoner, right? Or he's completely, and I would feel bad, but he's completely out of his mind. He was fucking crying. But I refuse to believe anything but either one of those.
Amico. Yes, my friend. Yes, my amico. Yesterday the Pope made a speech.
Yesterday the Pope made a fucking video, dude. Okay, yeah. Yep, you did.
About Christmas. And one of the main points he mentioned was about how in our culture we get lonely. How in our culture we tend to not make the effort to be together. How in our culture everything, often goes towards just playing alone, just doing the things alone. All these kind of things that makes us unhappy. And while we are unhappy, what do? We do things wrong. Even games wrong, even movies wrong, everything worst. So that's why I wanted to talk about the Intellivision Amico, because on Christmas the Pope talking exactly about what Amico wants to help with in our world.
All right. If you don't want people to think you're a cult, you can't talk about how Amico's gonna change the fucking world, okay? I guess anything has the potential to change the world. Like, sometimes you get in bands with guys and you write a couple really good songs. They're like, our band's gonna change the fucking world. We're the next Beatles. You're like, dude, slow the fuck down. Like, you got 10,000 people bought the record. Don't freak the fuck out. Like, so you don't want to catch that cult shit. I would slow down on talking about how it's gonna change the world and Jesus and stuff. I mean, what Francois goes on to say is even weirder, though. It's just like,
to get back together again, to have more fun together. Focus on the most essential things, such as the gameplay in a video game, the soundtrack, the simple things that makes a game great, and that's not the graphics.
What the fuck? So it's the soundtrack, though. It's not the graphics that make it good. It's the simple things like the soundtrack. So if it's a bad soundtrack, it can't be a good game. Even though there are entire games that people fucking play on mute on their handhelds because they know the soundtrack is shit, but they still like the game. Or there's games they don't have fucking soundtracks like on Atari. So the soundtrack, unfortunately, is just as fucking, extra as the graphics. It can make or break it. It can make it much better, but it's just icing on top of the game itself. It has not fucking shit to do with anything. You can't throw the music in there and say, oh yeah, that's important, but the graphics are not fucking important. Don't worry about that.
Sorry, my friend. You may laugh about the Amico because of the graphics, but that's not what makes a game great. Is the graphics making Chrono Trigger great, or Final Fantasy VII great, or StarCraft great, Morrowind great, Warcraft 2 great, or Warcraft 3 great?
Okay, this is where I think he's fucking trolling, because all of those fucking games looked good when they came out. They all looked fucking great when they came out. That was part of the reason you bought it. If StarCraft came out in 96 or 97, if StarCraft graphics were 10 years fucking behind and StarCraft looked like a game from 1987, you wouldn't be fucking interested to play it in 1997. Don't you understand that shit? God damn. That's why I think he's trolling, okay? Fucking talking about Morrowind. Yeah. Love how he talks about these great games with great fucking graphics for when they came out. That's part of why I think he's trolling. I mean, it can't be. I think he's just fucking baked off his ass and trolling. Traveling the world. Importing fucking drugs.
World of Warcraft great? Is that the graphics? Are we talking there about the graphics? No,
we're talking about World of Warcraft, which was outstanding online play and tons of content.
Talking about the gameplay. So,
and the graphics, which were high tech when it came out.
The Amico wants to focus on the
gameplay of World of Warcraft is fucking pretty shitty, though, isn't it? Isn't the combat kind of crappy? I don't know.
Essential things in life or in gaming, such as, of course, in gaming, the gameplay, the soundtrack, playing together. These are the three main essential things in a video game. Yeah,
Why the fuck the soundtrack? Why the fuck does that matter? That's replaceable as fuck. Like, soundtracks can be interchanged and you wouldn't fucking miss them if you didn't know any better. I swear to fucking God, if you took the soundtrack from some shit whatever from Flintstones Dinosaur Peak and you put it in Super Mario World, it would still be a great fucking game and nobody would care. And if some of these games that don't have music, people don't fucking care.
the graphics is kind of a bonus, right? Or nowadays, I mean, of course, you need a certain standard of graphics, but essential things in life, your relationship, that's the most important thing in life. So Amico talks about it, and of course, like I mentioned, the Pope did talk about that yesterday on his message for Christmas. How it's the biggest problem in our culture is this loneliness that we can tend to have or to be into. This tendency of not making the effort to be together.
Okay, nothing really wrong with that. It's okay. It's an okay statement. It is good for us to try to connect and make an effort to be together. The Pope is, something different. I'm not gonna get into all that. I don't want to argue about religion. That's not why I'm an Amico troll. I'm an Amico troll because I like to think about something stupid like Amico. So okay, but
And I'm the Intellivision Amico, even if it's a simple console, he wants to address so many issues in our culture. That's why I wanted to talk about this prophecy of the Intellivision Amico. Anyway, yesterday was Christmas, and
is he doing like a parody of Star Wars? Is that just about religion in general? So he's like wearing like he's like a monk, somebody from the Bible.
of course, Christmas talks about Jesus. Like it or not, maybe you're a Christian.
And what is it? Is it a pillowcase on his head? What the fuck is it? Yeah, no, that's the thing. So if I make the reason I make these videos is a couple of reasons. The main reason would be absolutely it's not to make fun of Francois or to have people harass him or anything like that. Main reason would be I think Francois I think I make videos so that people like Darius will see them and hopefully he'll kick him into making a really funny video. He'll laugh at it. He'll get some ideas. Then maybe somebody like Tony, TGD might see it and get some ideas. And then maybe then Review Tech or Pat and Ian will see it and they'll make something out of it. And then maybe it's like Ars Technica after that. And then like hopefully like let's cross our fingers we get like Vice or something to make a documentary about Tallarico and like they put my music in it and something that'd be just fucking hilarious as fuck, right? I mean, so it's not to fuck with Francois. However, if Francois is a troll, this is a present for him. This is a fucking Christmas present for him because this is why he's doing it because it's maddening us. It's
Maybe you're not. Maybe you're a Christian or you were born in a Christian family, but you don't want to believe much.
Oh, good. I want to check this out. What you said about it. Francois' videos. You made your own cut. That sounds good. Everyone, check out Amico Day.
That, which is the case of many people I meet. They're like, oh, my parents are Christian, but I'm not. But anyway, I just want to have a little message about that, about Christmas. How, of course, Jesus was born in a simple way, in a manger, with the little animals around, with Mary and Joseph. We're a very simple family, united. How they were rejected as well. They wanted a place so Mary could give birth to Jesus. But how they found was, this place, which is, among the animals, with in a manger. Jesus was
right, and the Bible's got good story, and that's a good story, and that's a good parable, and even if it's true, that's good if it's true. And I'm happy with the Bible and the way the story is in the Bible about Jesus being born. However, that's not what the Amico is about. The Amico is not simple like that. It's blowing $250 on a console you've never played. That's not sleeping with the animals. Sleeping with the animals is playing fucking cards with your kids, saying, you know what, I'm gonna take the $250, I'm gonna buy Uno, and then I'm gonna buy Jenga, play Darius Trucks and Jenga. I'm gonna play real games with my real family and sit there and put the screens down, because that's simple. That's time honored. That's what people did in the times of Jesus. That's what people did that didn't have money. Okay, they played little games with their family out of like physical things. There's so many nice fucking board games and shit now. Let me tell you, as I was typing in the Darius Jackson chat earlier this morning, best game is Disney's Mad Tea Party. Disney's Mad Tea Party is an amazing board game for kids, but also if you just want to get drunk with people and stuff. Fuck the Amico. Buy Disney Mad Tea Party, a physical game, and play with real people.
Born in a manger, like the most simple birth, they could have, and it's beautiful at the same time. It can be tragic, but also beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The most simple birth. Play the most simple games with your kids. Play tic-tac-toe with your kids. Yeah, okay, we joke about it and stuff, but do you remember being like 4 and having people play tic-tac-toe with you, having adults give you the time and play tic-tac-toe with you? That's the story of Jesus' birth, guys. That's what it is. Making up your own games. And that's what that's about. It's not about spending $250 on the freaking Amico, guys. That's about, making up shadow puppets and stuff. That's what the Bible... Okay, sorry. I'm not going to fight with you about the Bible, but that's how I interpret it, okay? That's how I would interpret it personally.
Same time. And I find the Pope's Christmas message, of course, he addresses the most important things during Christmas, right, to the world, because that's where also when the world can be more listening to his message.
Shirt on his head and his eyes are red. Shirt on his head, his eyes are red. If he's not trolling, I'm freaking dead.
And he talks exactly about what Amico is trying to fix or to help with, right? So I'm amazed. I'm truly amazed about this, guys. Guys, I wish you a very good Christmas time, even if you're alone, lonely, or with your friends. We want a better world. We want a more united world where people have fun together, and that's what the Intellivision Amico is about.
I don't disagree with that. But if you want a more united world, online games are not really the worst thing, because you're playing with people from around the world and it's uniting them. So, think about it. If you really want to unite the world and bring humankind together, we should play the games we all can play. We should think about systems that we all have access to, maybe mobile phones, maybe whatever the system that the most people in the world have. You should be making games for that if you want to unite the world. Not a fucking little niche, tiny little system that nobody got. Ain't nobody got the Amico, so what the fuck? It's that's why people are calling you guys a cult. And if Francois is trolling or not, then Francois is calling the rest of you guys a cult, or just saying, look, it's cult like what you're doing. Because you're saying, we're going to change the world, and it's going to bring the whole world together when we play these games, because this is the Pope's idea of what we should be doing.
And its mission. Not only making the best video game in the world, with the best gameplays. We have seen this in the last dive videos. But it's about relationships, good relationships together. The fact that this console put emphasis on relationships, on the most important things in life and in gaming.
And mind you, separate argument, but I mean, talk about simple sleeping in a manger. Where does the Pope live? Oh yeah, doesn't he live in a big, unless I'm mistaken, I think he lives in a gold-covered castle. And people send him gold and shit. I will admit, I grew up Catholic and I'm not into it anymore, but that's a different story. I don't want to talk about that stuff. We'll keep talking Amico. We'll keep this as Amico as possible. I'm not like the other channels. I'm straight up Amico, having Amico Day. We're proud, and in Evil Knievel, we're proud Amico fans.
Relationships, gameplay top notch. amazing soundtrack. Soundtrack, how much is important in the game, right? I mentioned that many times.
Again, soundtrack is very important, but graphics are not important. So I don't know why. It's an essential. It's an essential that you have a good soundtrack. Some games, but if some games don't have a good soundtrack, you're fucked. Remember on Xbox 360, you could put your own CDs in and turn off the soundtrack? That's the way to go. That's the best fucking soundtrack. Let me put my own fucking music in there. Not my own that I wrote, but other bands and things that I like. Let me put that music in every game because that's the best fucking soundtrack. Oh, I gotta boost my mic. I don't know how. I'm just talking quiet. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna turn the video down, and you guys turn your speakers up. There, crank your speakers.
Playing together, banging together. So it's all about that, and I was amazed by the message of the Pope yesterday and how it made me think about Amico and what it's trying to do in our entertainment world. Who needs help, and that's why I like talking about that. The prophecy of this Intellivision, Amico.
Is just one eye red or both eyes are red? Maybe he's just rubbing his eye.
Okay, so enough talk now. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's actually very hard to film at the same time, like in this view, like the usually I film the other view, it's easier, but I have to look like right here. It's kind of not natural.
Right, so here's where he talks about how he's filming it wrong. I don't know if he means he's holding the camera the wrong direction, but he's filming into the fucking sunlight, so yeah, you are filming it wrong. You're filming into the fucking sunlight.
It's much easier to look here, so I guess I should put the camera here, not there. Anyway, take care, guys. So I have always to be like on the side of the camera. I have to film like this. Like, I mean, Samsung should do something about that. Like, anyway, I have to film like that. Anyway, take care, guys. I wish you a very good Christmas time. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. And the best
Happy
time
Kwanzaa.
around. Guys, we're not alone. You're not alone. Even if you're watching it on this video at your home, you don't have friends, family, that's okay. That can be any one of us. Everybody is important. And that's what the
I don't actually agree with him on that. That's not wrong.
Amico is about. That's what loving your neighbor is about.
I don't think that's what Intellivision Amico is about, though. I think Intellivision Amico is about getting certain people money.
That your neighbor, who is your neighbor? It's anyone in the street, anyone in your city, anyone in your country or in other countries. That's
right, but you can't play Amico with people in other countries. So you can't play Amico with people in other countries. It doesn't work like that. So unless you're Francois and you're flying around the fucking world, you're not gonna play Amico with people in other countries. And even then, he's got to bring fucking power adapters to every different fucking country he goes to, doesn't he? Oh, my catchphrase is coming up. Have an Amico day. And that's why you cut it up, right?
your neighbor. And everybody is equally important. Yes, in God's eyes. And Jesus, the life of Jesus shows that to us too. The fact that the king was born in a simple way, who lived a simple life, who died in a cruel way, even if he's truly good and the best person that we could meet. It teaches so many things. It teaches so many things that the life of Jesus teaches so many things. So I wanted to take the time to talk about that too.
I'm not gonna criticize somebody for being a Christian. I don't really have a problem with that. You guys know me. I'm a punk rocker guy, so that's not for me, but personally. But I do understand the story. I think it's a good message that he's saying. But simple is not Amico, guys. Simple is, play some fucking board games with your kid. Look your kid in the eyes. Don't fucking look at the screen all day and hand your kid some more fucking screens. Like, it's okay to play video games with your kids sometimes. Like, every now and then. But it's not gonna bring your family together. If your family's not together, you can't buy a fucking video game and bring them together. Maybe if you want to try some shit like that, maybe start with a board game. Start with a board game where you can have personal moments. A board game's in fucking 3D. It's like, let me explain this to you guys. When you play a board game, especially with a kid, you're in fucking 3D. You can play Jenga. You can play Disney Mad Tea Party, and it's like a fucking 3D VR game, and the kid is looking at you, and you're looking at the kid, and you can play with adults, and these games are fun as fuck. And let me talk about. We were looking at Jengas this morning because Darius Truxton didn't realize there's different kinds of Jengas. Okay, you got your regular Jenga, you got a giant Jenga, there's Mario Jenga, and there's a Donkey Kong. It's like arcade Donkey Kong, not Donkey Kong Country. Arcade Donkey Kong one, and they have different rules, and they're fucking awesome. There's an Uno one. They're crazy. And there's a Godzilla one, and it's like $30, $20, sometimes less. You get the plain one. I think it's like $10. I mean, you fucking draw on them, get creative, make your own style. But here's what I'm saying. There's no computer that's gonna bring your family back together. That's fucking insane. And I really hope Francois is a troll, because that means he understands that, and he's just making a point, which is a damn good point. If you guys don't know Francois, I mean, he's not just some guy that came out of nowhere. Francois is an early bird. Francois was here back in the day. Francois came out really fucking early. It wasn't so early that he was like able to just do hell of interviews with Tommy, but he came early enough that he was there when things were going good for Tommy somewhat, and he got a lot of attention. And people found out he's a professional actor, so then people discredited him. But then, maybe he's an actor. That doesn't mean he can't be a normal person with an opinion either. So there's ways where people thought maybe Francois legit, maybe Francois fucking around, or just maybe he's, I guess what they call, mentally different. Who knows? But
And sometimes,
Francois left for a really long time, and then he came back, and he came back hard. He's come back with his girlfriend thing he's got going on, and he's a handsome dude, and he's so balls to the wall Amico. I believe he's more pro Amico than anyone in his outspokenness, more than DJ C even. So he's very intense. He makes very simple videos, and Francois is the original Amico punk rocker. He really had the first Amico punk rock songs. He was very early, yeah. Evel Knievel, he was very early. I remember that so long ago. I've been Darius for almost 2 years ago. I remember. Okay, so Evel's been around for a while, which I didn't realize. So yeah, Francois has been around for a long time. Yeah, Amico is not going to come in a box, just a paper bag. That is why we haven't seen packaging for it. I'm having Amico Day. That's right. Yeah, you've been lurking. I lurked for a long time too. I had a different account before this one, but I didn't want to get doxxed, so you gotta be careful. I'm sure you know.
Teaches so many things to take the time to reflect and to see what's the most important. The people around you, people you love, or even the people you don't love, because we have to forgive to those who made bad to us. And that's what Christmas is about, what the life of Jesus is about. Forgiveness, redemption. So hopefully,
not the worst message, and you gotta agree with that, but not really sure what that has to do with this piece of hardware and if I can plug into your television.
you find forgiveness and redemption in these days of Christmas, okay? Because I like to make a prophecy. I'm really happy to make this prophecy.
Okay, I get it. So the 3 wise men We're following a prophecy about Jesus. Okay, see? We Amico's a little bit thick sometimes, and so he has to put on a live stream to have people explain shit to him. But I get it now. But I still think he's a fucking stoner.
Intellivision Amico. A great console that will help us all. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.
How the fuck is this video game system gonna help us all? How? Explain to me how, anybody. Please. Please, Lord. Maybe more than stoned. Yeah, he might be more than stoned. Stoned to the bone, bro. My guitar's still out of tune. I could tune it, but I'm just kind of lazy here. I didn't tune it in the DJC farted song. Why don't you talk about things you like? Well, I liked Oculus Quest 2, even though the Facebook stuff. Just make a fucking fake Facebook account. You should have one anyway, so you can go on Amico fucking Facebook page, right? You gotta troll the Amico Facebook page, so you're gonna make your fake Facebook account, which you can use for your Oculus Quest 2, which is also $200. Well, it's actually $300, but then they give you a $50 gift card. The game I played was Star Wars Pinball. It was rad. That's really all I got, guys.
And have a good Amico Day. And Amico Christmas and holidays. Amico holidays. Okay, so this was my prophecy. So maybe next year I'll make another prophecy. Okay? Bye. Take care, guys. Bye. Hello, my.
Alright, guys. And it's like Francois said, take care, guys. I'm signing off as well. Everyone go check out the Have an Amico Day channel. He's got a video called Intellivision Amico, Not For Everybody. And you'll see if it's not for everybody. I guess one last thing I guess I would throw out there. Where is it? Where's the fucking thing? Oh god. Okay, there's the Elmo one, right? Okay. So fucking think about this, okay? And I didn't catch this. I caught this only because Ninja Kitty showed up. Ninja Kitty said, "Take a look at the Intellivision Amico UI." He made a whole video about it. It was like 10 things I don't like about it. And then DVD Fever did a video about the UI. So these guys actually looked at the UI. So one of the things, if you didn't know, was that really quickly they spun past this shit, which is part of, I don't remember, the store, I think. So these are what the icons look like for the fucking Sesame Street games, which they're just random fucking JPEGs of Elmo's face that they stuck on a ball and put text on. So when you're fucking, listen, when you're fucking 3 years old, you don't know what the fuck Elmo thing that is. When you're 5, 6, you barely fucking know what game is what. Not to fucking mention, okay, when you're the parent and it says fucking Sesame Street Elmo pack number 1 and it's just got a JPEG of Elmo's face on it, and your kid's like, "No, I want the one with the Elmo rainbow," or some shit, and you're like, fuck, is it the one that has mostly Elmo's eyes on it? Or is it the one called Sesame Street Animal Pack 1 with mostly Elmo's mouth on it? Fuck. And you're just like, you click the wrong one, and then it loads because it's a fucking Amico, and it takes 2 minutes, and your kid gets pissed. And it's not the simple thing you're pretending it to be, but mostly these fucking icons are lazy. they didn't make icons. They just fucking ran it through something really quick. They just used some really quick shit. And maybe they're gonna say, hopefully, Tommy comes and looks at this shit, and enough people can criticize him that we push the envelope. And Tommy goes, "Oh, those are just placeholder icons of Elmo. Those aren't the real ones." And we force him to make real ones and waste even more money. So this is a bad UI. Just coming from a parent, this is a shit UI. You don't want shit like this. All right, everyone, have a good night. I'm signing off, and have an Amico day.